Hey everybody, this is Phoenix Down, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. And here we are on the 7th level of the Lunar Subterrane, on our way to fight Zemus, the final boss of the game. In between episodes, I changed up my equipment a little bit because we are going to be having some boss battles. As I approach this room here, we have two chambers. Each one contains a treasure, a special weapon, or a piece of armor, and they're both guarded by particularly nasty monsters. So let's go in, get straight to it. Oop, and everything is shaking. Death to all who seek this holy spear. Oh great, and we have a battle against the Plague. We gotta move quickly on this enemy. Wrong button, wrong button. Gonna throw the blood spear at him. The Plague casts death sentence on the entire party, inflicting everyone with the doom status. Not bad, Edge, not bad. Alrighty, Rosa, cast holy. Alright, Kane's got the Gunge Lance equipped. Cecil, you use a Bacchus wine on yourself. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to survive this actually. The countdown might hit 0 before I can finish the battle. If you get too close to I should have did a Bacchus wine on Edge. If you get too close to 0, you can KO one of your party members and revive them. And the Plague will recast death sentence on the entire party, restarting the counter back at 10. I'm going to try to defeat him without doing that, but I don't know how likely that is to happen. Not very likely at all at this rate. Oh, we defeated him, alright. He didn't have nearly as much HP as I thought he would. And we got not a whole lot of experience for that fight, but it was enough to get Kane to level up. And for this battle, we got the Holy Lance. It's the best spear in the game, but the Defender Sword is actually more powerful if you want to equip weapons like that for Kane. I am going to give him the Holy Spear for the time being, or the Holy Lance, I mean. I didn't see that. It has a nice increase there. It decreases his physical defense for some reason. I guess the Gunge Lance must have a attribute enhancer, or maybe the... And I lost my train of thought after fighting that real martyr. I think I was just talking about the Gunge Lance and, you know, if whether equipping it or not would increase your vitality, or if the Holy Lance actually decreases it. But anyway, moving on to the next room. As I was saying, on to the next room. And we have a couple of treasure chests. I wonder what these could be. Oh crap. You shall not obtain the holy protection of these ribbons. Okay. And we have a battle against the Lunosaurus. A pair of undead dragon-type enemies. The Artemis arrows probably would be effective on them. They are susceptible to holy. And they cast Reflect on themselves, so we won't be able to use the holy spell on them directly unless we resort to the holy, or the Reflect spell ourselves. Instead, I'm going to have Rydia, when her turn comes around, use the Quake spell and just bypass Reflect entirely, while Rosa will be healing us. Oh crap. Alright, let's get Edge back on his feet. He totally missed. For some reason the Holy Lance doesn't do as much damage to these guys as the Ragnarok sword of Cecil's. Oh, Quake doesn't do as much damage as I thought it would. That's unfortunate. But alright, moving on. We'll just carry on then. For some reason I thought that was more effective. Ow, Rydia! Come on, Rose, I need your turn. Ah, come on, I need Cure 4. Alright, Cecil, take out the front one. Alright, good. One down, it'll make things a little bit easier. Crap. Ooh. Alright, let's summon, let's summon Bahamut. Or not. Ow. Alright, come on, life 2. This battle is not going as smoothly as I would like. Don't take out Cecil, I need him alive. Alrighty, Edge. Yeah, just fight. I guess I could have thrown something at him, but he's not gonna last that much longer, but there goes Kane. And here goes Cecil too. And Edge is just barely hanging on. Sylph? Will that actually heal us, or is this gonna turn to be a bad move on my part? Oh no, I'm trying to damage undead. Okay, well that could have been worse. And he healed himself, that's just magical. Alright, what do I have I can throw? I'll throw a shuriken. Maybe this will finish him off. We can only hope. Nope. Basically just undid the restoring that he did earlier. Yeah, forget Bahamut. Just. Alright, Cecil, just finish him off. Oh. There we go. Not the most graceful of victories, but we defeated him. Those guys could be pretty nasty if you're not careful. But they've been taken care of, and I have to do some really serious healing. Fortunately, the save point is just right back there, so I'll just use life 1. So I can recover with a cottage before continuing the trek into the rest of the lunar subterrane. But yeah, those guys can be pretty brutal if you're not careful. They're susceptible to holy, but at the same time, it seems to be selective, I guess. So yeah, Kane's pretty much going back to the Defender Sword now. I could probably equip Cecil back with the crystal armor. I switched him to Genji armor before the fight with the plague, so I could use a Bacchus wine. And anyway, up here we have some ribbons. I'm gonna double check them in the item menu just to make sure I get exactly right what it is that they can do. They can stop many condition changes. That's basically the same text as you get if you check the crystal armor in the menu. They do not increase any kind of other stats, like, they increase your defense. I mean, Rosa got a nice boost to her defense there, but they do not increase wisdom or will. So I'm going to give it to Rydia, but I've seen it recommended on other Let's Plays and books and everything that it might be better to give it to Edge instead so that Rydia's black magic doesn't suffer. Because, you know, between the defense ring and now the ribbon, the only boost to her wisdom Rydia gets is the 15 from the Stardust Rod and what she gets from the light robe here. But I think she needs it more for the defense-wise at this point. But anyway, let's get back to that save point. And I will recover here, and I will meet you guys outside the room, and we can head on towards the Lunar Core, the final stretch of the game. Alright guys, let's head on towards the core. This is the final room of the Lunar Subterrane itself, or at least the dungeon part that's called that. Now that Cecil has the Ragnarok sword, the zombie swords, I don't even have to have Rydia cast any kind of spells on them at all. Just between Kane, Cecil, and Edge, they just fall in 3 hits. But alright, here we go. This is the last we're going to be hearing of the Red Wings theme. We change music in the next area. Here in the Lunar Core, we're back to the Within the Giant track. One of my other favorite final dungeon themes. Just happens to be the same dungeon. But anyway, this room and the rest of the dungeon is pretty special in the sense that every random encounter is basically a boss battle, or at least a mini boss battle. You'll be fighting behemoths and various dragons, all like in different combinations. It can be pretty brutal. So, and there's some new enemies too, including this one, the Phase, or Evil Mask in other translations. This guy is considered a machine type, so I'm going to switch the Forge Sword out for the Thunderclaw, and he casts Reflect on us as well. See, Edge is doing a lot more damage with the claw equipped. But yeah, these guys are susceptible to thunder magic. And he casts Holy and other nasty spells. But Rosa can return that favor as well. And here comes Flare. I was hoping it would miss. Ow. Alright, Edge. Yeah, jeez, knock it off. Weird monster face thing. Come on, guys, cast your spells before the reflect wears off. Not bad. I'm not sure if that would have done more or less damage if I hadn't done the bounce it off of every character. Oh yeah, max damage. But yeah, there's not much else to really say about this guy. He's pretty nasty, and he attacks multiple times per round. And Rosa's almost dead. And he can cure himself, but that didn't really do much at all. There we go, he's down. So, I remember them being a lot worse in past playthroughs, but maybe it's just because I'm better prepared for it. And Rydia has learned Flare, alright. It casts a lot faster than the Bahamut summon does. I need to heal. These battles are going to be pretty nasty from here on out. There are some encounters later on toward the final room that I'll actually just end up running from, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Those enemy... Ah, crap, why did I do that? Edge never got hit at all that battle. And why am I going this way? So many questions, and I don't like any of the answers. That was pretty funny, actually. I had Rydia cast a flare off of a cane while he jumped, but when she cast flare, it still bounced off of his reflect even though he was in the air, so I had this weird reflect symbol appear just like on the top of the screen. I'd never seen that happen before. But anyway, I gotta heal again because Rosa almost died in that fight. Alrighty. Continuing onwards. Well, that phase dropped a light curtain for me, which isn't bad. I don't really need it anymore. And I don't really need to heal with Cecil. Just top off Rydia just a little bit. Yeah, those phases are getting a little bit easier now that I've got a system down. Alright, we have a treasure chest. It's a Hellwind Shuriken. Not bad, not bad. Alright, I could go down that path, but I see this little katana over here floating. Alright, let me make sure I'm all healed up for this one. I'll have Cecil top everybody off. Okay. Because following the trend from before, we're going to have ourselves another boss battle. This one can be pretty tough. I'm going to, I don't know if the Thunderclaw actually does any good for this enemy, but I guess I'll leave it on just in case. I can change it during the battle if I must. Did you actually think that people from the blue planet would be able to use this, Masamune? Oh, here comes our final boss before Zemus. The Tidar... Ogo Pogo, whatever. And he attacks with 2 big tsunamis in a row. It's very possible that somebody might die. Okay, I'm going to start this off by throwing the Gunge Spear. Rydia, summon Bahamut. Ow. Rosa. Cure 4. Yeah, Rosa's gonna be too busy healing to do much holy damage this time. Alrighty, Raijin, let's see how that goes. Alright, we got Mega Flare coming. This is essentially Dark Leviathan. Strange that we'd sooner face, ow. We'd sooner face Dark Bahamut before Dark Leviathan. Alright, time for some more healing. It didn't do much at all. What the heck is that? Ah, crap. Okay, well, Rosa's healing anyway, so I don't think I'm going to use that attack again. I think I'm going to not use Thunder God, or Raijin. But Bahamut's still up for grabs. Wait, I just said I wasn't going to do that. And here comes the big tsunami. Okay, you only did one that time. I didn't see that. I wasn't looking at the damage that Edge did that time. But another Mega Flare. And it's still going. Yeah, Blaze hit attack isn't quite as bad as it could be. So, we're doing alright. I'm not nearly as worried about this fight as I was Dark Bahamut. Guess I'll just do a physical attack with Edge again. Another Bahamut summon. Okay, yeah. I should just change Edge's equipment. Yeah, the only thing I really have to worry about from Dark Leviathan here, the Tidarifian, is when he does this, the big tsunami double cast. But we'll all survive. And he's dead, alright. That's the final boss before Zemus. Unfortunately, nobody gained a level from that. But we received the Masamune, Edge's other ultimate sword. Edge is now able to dual wield the ultimate katanas. So let's give that to him and see what changes. Nice. Quite a big jump there compared to the forged. Pretty good. So he's got the Murasame and the Masamune. Don't think it matters which hand you equip the stuff on. But alright, Rosa, let's do some healing. You're running low on MP too. I should probably use an Ether. Actually, I'll give her an elixir to when I finish healing everybody else, since I got plenty of those. So I might as well max everybody else out. Alrighty. Yeah, I still got 13 elixirs, so there we go. Got our healer up to full speed. Onwards and downwards into the core of the moon. Another stretch here. I don't think there's... Nope, nothing over there. Come down here, go for this treasure chest. And that was just a behemoth. Never if I'd get to the point where I would be able to just say, that's just a behemoth. And we got an elixir. We got our elixir back. Alright. Now down this way. There's a teleporter way down there, but we have to navigate these paths. Anyway, that was FaZe, and he did a number on the party again, so let's do some healing once again. They are getting a little bit easier. Once you get the strategy down, it's not quite so hard. And that time it was just a red dragon. Ice 3 finished that one off. And here we have the Gisal's flute, which summons the black chocobo, the fat chocobo from any place. I'll use that after toward the end of the... After I finish the video, I'll use that and just clean out some of my inventory, even though at that point it won't matter at all. If I really wanted to, I could probably get myself a bow out of my inventory there. I was wondering what was weird about that fight. I was fighting a red dragon, and in this game there's a certain battle with a red dragon battle in this game, or kind of repeating myself a little bit, but it's actually 3 red dragons that are overlapping each other sprite-wise. So I was wondering why the same red dragon was doing that 1-2 combo attack 3 times in a row without giving my guys any chance to do anything. But then when the top one died and I realized there was still another one there, I suddenly remembered that encounter happens. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use, I'll use a dry ether on Rydia to give her a little bit more MP first. And now I'm going to have Rosa do some healing. Yeah, I totally forgot about that fight. I was wondering what was going on. Yeah, everybody else should be okay. Yeah, the encounters get a little bit rougher in this dungeon, down here in the core. And there was that encounter again. It's really good for experience, though. We got another Hellwind Shuriken. He's again with that brutal battle. 3 of those red dragons, but everybody's leveling up pretty quickly at this rate. Rosa just gained a level from that battle. They really like to beat up on Edge, though. You know, he only takes so many hits and then Cecil has to jump in the way. But yeah, I've been using, you know, Suiton and Leviathan to attack the whole group. We got another Hellwind Shuriken. I think this is the last treasure in the entire game. We have this teleporter over here. Let's see if I can make it. Crap. Okay, well that was a red dragon paired up with a behemoth. I just took out the red dragon first and then did the usual strategy on the behemoth. Anyway, now we take this teleporter. This is the final stretch before the room with Zemus. Those enemies we've been fighting before, they do not appear here. There's only 2 encounters. Also, what is up with the core in the background there? There's that weird sphere there. It's... I don't know, is that where the Lunarians are sleeping? I don't know. Or is that where Zemus awaits? Then we have Zemus's mind. We are running from this guy. He has the ability to charm the entire party. And he has like 65,000 HP. He's not worth fighting. I don't think the experience you get for the fight is even worth it. It's better to just run from the monsters on this floor because it's either Zemus's mind or another Zemus's mind. But basically, I don't know if I've ever had to explain it before, but sometimes when you run, you do drop Gil. But okay, let's see if I can get the other monster to appear. Just for the sake of showing it, I'm going to be running from it too because it's got about the same amount of HP. And we have Zemus's breath. And it basically continuously casts Libra on the party. I always used to think that this enemy would actually affect the final boss of the game. Like, it would like give him crucial information on what our weaknesses and everything are, so you would know how best to attack us and everything. But anyway, if you do not defeat that guy within 10 turns, he'll start using an instant death attack. I don't know what it's called in this translation. It's like called Blast or Blast. It might be like the Blaster attack that the Cape Sips and whatnot used in the past. But anyway, moving on, we are in the final stretch. And there is Zemus and Fusoyal and Golbez. They are getting ready for their final confrontation. And I hope you guys will be ready for it too next time on the finale of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. This has been Phoenix Down, and I will see you guys then.